national parenting program is implemented in 2 counties, that's Kilifi County and Garissa County. In Garissa County, it's only implemented in 2 sub-counties, that's Jara and Township. In Garissa Township, we have 7 locations. We have groups in 7 locations, and we have 19 groups so far. We also have 23 facilitators in different locations and different groups, and both female and male. Currently, we are at an average of session 12-13. Parents feel like this program has helped them a lot since the implementation, especially male involvement. It's high now. You can see that men are engaging in day-to-day activities like helping their partners, parents talking to their children. There is no longer the aspect of the parent or you are the child. So the program has helped a lot. If we go around during supervisions, you can hear how parents are giving out feedback.
Nimejifunza mengi sana na kwa sasa naweza sema malezi yoyote ambayo naweza kukumbana nayo nimepata mafunzo ya kutosha kunielekeza, kunirekebisha mahali nilikuwa naenda ninapotoa mpotovu na kuendeleza yale mema ambayo nilikuwa ninayaendeleza. Hata katika kufunza wengine sasa naona nina points ama nina uwezo wa kufunza wengine jinsi ambao wanaweza kufaidika zaidi katika ulezi na maisha ya jamii. Wale ninalea ambao si wangu kwa sasa ni kama naweza sema ni zaidi ya wale wangu, maana yake ni kama 5. Wangu ni 4. Na hawa wote tunajaribu kukimu ili waweze kupata lishe bora, kila haki yao wote wapate kwa usawa, ambapo si mwingine atanungunika kwa mwingine. Vile wangu wanavyopata ndio vile wengine wanavyopata, na vile wangu nawaelekeza ndio vile naelekeza wengine wote. Kwa hivyo wao wote wamewekwa katika hali sawa.
There's also low cases of GBV since the implementation of the program, because there is the aspect of discussion, talking out. Both couples now can sit down and talk about their issues, solve their problems. They can sit even with their children and see where the problem is. They can speak with their daughters and sons. The use of drug and drug abuse is so high in Garissa, and but parents are now very open to talk to their children on what is affecting them. The first group that we met yesterday were a group consisting of single mothers. It's a very unique group that has a beautiful dynamic. They are mothers who have gathered themselves into groups whereby they help empower economically each other. So where we held our session, that's where they have their businesses. So you can feel that or see that each group has charcoal, like a charcoal business. Another group has milk business. Another group has a cafeteria. So they've joined hands so that they can have, the businesses help each other as single mothers. They are mothers who have gone through a lot, in terms of whether they are divorced and they've gone through gender-based violence, or they've gone through trauma, and then there's negligence. The negligence is very high, and psycho support was needed. And we think the facilitator was there. He had some counseling background. Today's group were also a self-help group, but this group has a different dynamic whereby in Garissa Township 80% of the groups are Somalis. So Somali parents, like 80% of them are Somali parents. But now this group is the only group that is 90% non-Somalis. That's one dynamic that this group had. The other dynamic was they come from one self group. It's a church self-help group. They also in one group whereby their culture, they portray their culture. So they also a cultural group. It's different religion, whereby if they are Muslims, they come from one group, now religious group. And then if they are Christians, they come from one church. That's why now I say generally church, but they come from different dynamics of religious background. There also group of St. John's Ambulance. This group has also couples. You can find their couples, their siblings. They are also neighbors, so they tag along every male that they can see. The group that we are meeting this evening also, it's a group that has its own dynamic, whereby now the disability aspect is factored in. The facilitator herself, she's called Farhia Osman. She's physically disabled, but she manages to go to sessions like every Sunday because she works during the weekdays, and so she held her sessions on Sundays. But still, despite her physical abilities, she can still go to the parents and, deliver the program. So that's one. Number two, there are parents who are physically disabled, and they come to visit to the sessions. Like one parent is deaf, the other one is blind. So we have parents who are physically disabled, and then we have parents who have children who are disabled in the same group. So that group has the dynamic of there is a disability aspect that is captured in, whereby the beauty of it is the facilitator herself acts like the morale. They see her as the moral model to the rest of the disabled kids. So yeah, she also helps. She has a background of special education, special need education, the sign language, and she helps also the deaf parents translate some of the the program. Although she's not perfect, and she wished that sometimes you can have a sign language interpreter, but she also helps on the the basic knowledge that she knows. Township, it's an urban center, but now the only rural location in Township is Korkora. So we wanted also to see how the rural part in Township looks like, how they are implementing, how the parents are now view the program, despite them being in Township, but the rural part in Township. There are mothers also who are affected by drought, unlike the urban center. They also look for pasture and water during the day, and they only get time during the evening for sessions or early in the morning. The interaction with DSD and DCS has been of great help, because without them, this project, I don't think in both sub-counties it could be successful, because it's through their help that we can go to different locations. And like in Township, it's through DSD office that maybe we can go to different locations, whereby you identified not through ICS, but you identified through DSD and DCS. We've also been working with supervisors that are also employees or officers of DSD and DCS. So they've also helped us a lot, despite their busy schedule.
The Directorate of Social Development role in ensuring that the program during the pilot program that is in Garissa Township and Ijara has gone on well. So as the Department of Social Development Garissa Township, we have been having parents that are being trained by facilitators, and then we also have supervisors that coordinate the activities of the facilitators within the sub-county. And I will say that the program has played a key role during the piloting process. We have seen some drastic changes that are there among the parents that are coming to be trained. And the parents have attested to that the skills that they have shared among themselves from the other members that are maybe in that particular group, they are able to share ideas to do with parenting skills, the positive parenting skills. So they have attested to that, and as a department, we have seen that this program will play a critical role in our society, seeing that we have a big gap that is there in terms of parenting among members of the public, or maybe members from the community that are living here. We have seen that the skills that are being trained from the parents, from the piloting program, it is going to assist many parents in terms of getting these positive parenting skills. Other than the challenges that are there, the challenges that are maybe at the onset or initial stage of this piloting program, the parents have taken it positively,
together with the facilitators and the supervisors. Having parents coming together, maybe from diverse areas, they have learned these skills from each other, and this program will go ahead in actually reaching many people once it is rolled out to many parts of the country. So as a department, we can say that Garissa is actually privileged to have this program, that is piloting program. Maybe because of the unique situations that are there, maybe the parents looking at Garissa Township, maybe looking at the demographic characteristics that are there in Garissa Township, having various parents coming from different tribes and so on, as well as Ijara, where we also have maybe parents from those nomadic areas that are living in those rural areas. So we can get the real time ideas that are there in terms of parenting among the parents. So as a department, we welcome this idea, and this idea will actually be a of great help to parents. Looking at the gaps that are there in terms of parenting, we are seeing the teething problems that are there in terms of maybe neglect cases that are reported. You find that parents are not maybe fully participating in ensuring that their own children are raised up in a way that, and then from the sessions that are there, you find that from the sessions that are from session 1 to 15, you find that parents are gaining skills, looking at various areas in terms of their own families. So these skills and the sessions that are being trained, the skills that are being imparted from to the parents, will go a long way in looking at the welfare of generations that are going to come in. So we thank you very much, the department. We thank also the other partners that have been ICS and UNICEF in ensuring that this program goes on well.
For the program to be effective and the messages to reach the people who are supposed to be educated, then we have to do participatory identification of groups. And once we have identified the groups, then we also have to involve them in decision making so that we have a group that will attend the trainings consistently in the chosen sites which are closer to where they come from. Mtoto umleavyo ndivyo jamii ikuavyo.
So kuhusu vile ambayo nilipata hii group, mimi mwenyewe ni leader katika women group fulani. So wakati nilipata haya mafunzo ya parenting, nilichaguliwa kwa sababu mimi mwenyewe napenda kufunza wazazi. Nimefanya hii masomo ya psychosocial counseling, so huwa nafanyia wazazi counseling kuhusu vile wanaweza kukaa ndani ya ndoa kupitia kwa hizi groups, women groups. So sababu yangu ya kuwapata na kuwachagua, niliona ni muhimu sana ni wabadilishe kutoka kwa zile mila za kitamaduni, wakapate kupata mafunzo mema kwa ajili ya kujenga jamii zao. Na wakati ambapo huwa na facilitate, huwa napenda kutumia mifano zangu mimi mwenyewe, napenda kujieleza kama mimi mwenyewe ni caregiver, niko na watoto wangu na ni caregiver. So napenda kuwaeleza chenye nafanya na wale watoto ambao si wangu na wale watoto wangu, na pia upande kama tuseme diet, mimi nawaonyesha vile mimi mwenyewe nafanyia watoto wangu na wale wengine bila ubaguzi. Na pia huwa napenda wakati tunapoendelea kushauriana hivi, huwa napenda kutoa mifano na zinawafanya wanacheka, wanafurahia. Inapoguza mtu fulani, unakuta mtu amerudi kutoa ile ambayo hata hangekutolea. Kwa sababu gani? Nimetangulia kumpatia ya kwangu na yeye anasikia vizuri bila haya yeye kusema yale ya kwake, na wote wanasaidika. Na sababu pia ingine ya kunipenda ni mimi mwenyewe napenda kuexplain na kuweka jokes na kuwatumia kama mifano na kuwachagua na kupea nafasi ya kufacilitate. Ndio maana wanapenda kukua free na mimi. Vile nilianza hii group kwa sababu ni kikundi cha self-help group, nilianza na kutafuta one by one mpaka nikafikisha hiyo kiwango, na wakati tulikuwa tunaendelea watu 22, nilituma hao wengine pia waende walete wengine, tukakaa na wao tukashauriana, nikawaeleza umuhimu wa mambo ya parenting na waliweza kukubali na tunaendelea. Okay, kwa kikundi niko nafasi mimi mwenyewe niko na 44 parents, na 44 huwa siwezi nikadeliver wote pamoja nikuwafunza, so huwa na break into 2 groups whereby kuna group tunakutana Saturday na kuna group tunakutana Sunday, so ili tukue na enough space, kwa sababu hatuna mahali pa kufanyia, kwa sababu tunakaa chini ya mti, venue hatuna, saa zingine viti ninaenda kukomboa, kila tukiketi kwa kila kiti nalipa 50-50, na hiyo najivolunteer. Saa zingine nikipata pesa na wa motivate na maji, na vile wanaona ninajikakamua na wajitolea, ndio maana wanapenda kukaa karibu sana na mimi. Najinyima, mwingine akisema hata mimi leo naenda kulala njaa na sacrifice kumpatia. Mwingine anakuja kama leo amesema sijakunywa chai, nimempea 50, nikamwambia endo kunywa chai, tuendelee na masomo. Nimekava kuanzia hizo modules zote ni 15, so tumetoka session 1 mpaka session 13. Kama leo tumekuwa kwa session 13, na hizi session zote zinaongelelea kuhusu mambo ya parenting for parents and caregivers, na tunaongea pia kwa mambo kuhusu mambo ya teenagers. Jo, teenagers inafika wakati mood zao zinabadilika, na ili uendelee kuwaelewa itabidi uwaongeleshe. So tunapoendelea hivyo, tunaona wengi wao wako na teenagers, wengi wao wako na watoto wadogo, so tunajaribu kuweka foundation nzuri kwa ajili ya jamii zetu. Hiyo ni session 10 ambayo inaongea kuhusu male involvement. Kuna baadhi ya wengine wanaume hawajalelewa na kuona mwanaume anafanya kazi. Kulingana na culture yao wanasema mwanaume hafai kwenda jikoni, mwanaume ni kuletewa, mwanaume ni kutolewa vyombo kwa meza, lakini male involvement inamaanisha kwamba wanaume pia wanaweza pika, wanaweza saidia kuchota maji, wanaweza fua nguo, wanaweza baki na mtoto nyumbani kama mama ameenda kushughulika. So hiyo ndio nimeona changamoto wamestuka nao, lakini vile tumewatuma waende wafanye nyumbani practically, tumepata majibu ya kwamba mambo iko sawa. Kulingana na grupu yangu, wengi sana walikuwa katika zile nyakati ya kufuata mila ya kukeketa ya FGM na wasichana kuozwa wakiwa mapema, lakini wakati huu nimeona kidogo wamekubaliana na serikali ya kwamba FGM iondolewe, maana madhara yake inafanya msichana kifika umri fulani hatazaa vizuri, na pia njia ya uzazi itakuwa na shida, anaweza pata kansa, anaweza pata hii shida ya fistula ambapo kinyezi ama mkojo inapita tu bila hata break. Na pia tunaona kidogo wanaume wengine wanasema hawatoshelezwi na tendo la ndoa wakati wanapokutana na hawa wasichana. Inafanya ndoa zinavunjika kwa sababu anaendea ule msichana mwenye hajakeketwa. Hawa wazazi ambao niko na wao, changamoto naona inaibuka ni kwenda kuchange partner wake tu haraka hivyo. Sasa unakuta wakati tunapoendelea kusoma, anasema mimi hapa kwangu siwezi. Kama kuna somo ambalo tulikuwa tunaambia kila member atumie mwenzake message kama ako mbali, akimwambia I love you, ama akifika nyumbani ahag mwenzake, amuongeleshe vizuri. Kwa wengine ilichukua muda, haiko rahisi vile waende ambie mwenzake I love you. Kwa sababu gani? Conflict ziko kwa hizi manyumba, lakini baada ya kuanza kusoma wanatuambia mambo iko sawa. Advice ambayo ninaweza sema, hii muda ambao tuko nao na tunaenda kumalizia, wengine wanasema tungeendelea, lakini serikali inasema ya kwamba hii inafika tu session 15. So advice ni kwamba isiwe ni mwisho wa session 15. Serikali irudishe tena ripoti kwa wazazi ya kwamba tumepeleka ripoti na hayo ndio matokeo, kuwa encourage, kuwa motivate ya kwamba wamefanya kazi nzuri, na pia wapate kuwashughulikia kwa njia moja ama nyingine vile kulingana na vile wataamua. Wazazi wenzangu, ningependa kuwaambia kwamba wakisikia masomo kama hayo wasijifiche, wasinyamaze, maana ndoa zinavunjika. Kuna crime in societies kwa sababu ya kutokuwa na elimu. Jambo la mwisho ningependa kusema kwamba tunapoendelea kufunza na kuendelea, mimi kama facilitator ningependa kushauri serikali na hata wale wazazi wengine ambao wananisikiza ni kwamba huu muda ambao tumekuwa nao imekuwa muda wa muhimu na tumefurahia na tungependa tupate kuona matunda yake.
I think I have two, if not three. One is the positive male involvement, especially in Somali community. It was hard before, although the times are changing, but also the program has also helped a lot because now you can feel that aspect of men wanting to be part of their family, part of their children decision. Now they respect women more, whereby they're like, initially maybe a Somali man could see you just like a man, but now they feel the confidence of the male, the human box, now that they feel that we are all in the human box, whereby I can give my own, you know, decision making, I can be financially stable, I can own properties and all of that. So now there's that respect of men wanting to be part of, you know, their family and respecting their wives and children. The other one is the female, the mothers, the Somali mothers feeling the need of, you know, initially it was the cultural, whereby a mother and a son or a daughter and a father could not sit in one table and eat. It was hard before, but now they feel like there's that need of, you know, the family unity, whereby you can come all together and eat. Despite you being the father and the daughter or the mother and the son, we can still eat together and, you know, discuss a lot of things. So they've also developing the culture of all the change in social norms of whereby that as a family we can sit and eat and discuss something, because initially you could not find that, it was hard. So yeah, those are the main highlights that maybe this program has helped change the social, you know, beliefs in Somali community.
In terms of challenges, you look at the teething problem of drought that is actually drastically affecting this area. There are some parts where maybe again you'll find that finding parents coming together because of to be trained is a challenge, because one, these parents have moved maybe to an area where they can also get other services, they can also get maybe pasture for their livestock and so on. So with that migratory lifestyle, you find that is a big challenge maybe in terms of bringing parents together to be trained, as well as looking at families. Families are detached because of these droughts. You find that sometimes you find that members of the family are disintegrated in a way that they are separated because of maybe the father moves on with livestock to a far place looking for pasture. There is that involvement of a father in a family. So you find that that one brings a challenge because again, the one of the parents is not present to impart some of the skills that are there, to bring that bond among the family. So the drought situation is actually creating many problems that are there in terms of parenting. So it affects actually the positive parenting skills that are also imparted among the parents.